Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is May 26th. We are still under quarantine and it looks like the quarantine is going to be partially lifted at the end of this week. Some restaurants are going to be open for outdoor seating and they're going to open up the parks. So everybody's pretty excited about that, but we still don't have a vaccine. And there are some promises of some vaccines, but we obviously still don't know what the outcome of that will be. But hopefully this virus will be gone soon because it has definitely put a damper on this year. So today I'm actually gonna talk to you guys about step number 3 of buying a house, which is looking for your home. Now, before you actually look for your home, I'm just gonna recap. So you already did your application with your lender. You already figured out your debt to income ratio, and you already figured out what your rough monthly payment will be. And you already have a pre-approval, meaning your lender said, yes, go talk to a real estate agent. You are ready to go. You can go start looking for a house. Now, after you've done everything that they've required you to do, then you can contact me or you can call any other agent and we can help you look for a house. The first thing that we're going to ask you is, what are you looking for? Now, it's not a difficult question. I know that sometimes you're like, oh my God, I don't know what I really want. So the first thing, I'm going to help you with that. So the first thing that you want to do is figure out if you want a detached home or an attached home. So a detached home would be something like a single family home or even a duplex. So you're buying the whole building. It's not attached to anything. It's just you're buying the property and whatever is on the land for that property. An attached home would be something like a condo, a townhome, a duplex, if they're selling half of the duplex. So it's attached to something. Maybe in an apartment building that's selling one of their apartments, that would be considered attached because it's attached to something. The next thing that I would want to know from you is, what city are you looking for? Another thing that I would want to know is, if you want to live somewhere near your job, where do you work? Now, are you okay with traveling? And if so, how far are you willing to travel? The next thing that you want to tell us is whether a school district is important to you. There are sometimes where the school districts overlap different cities. So let us know if that's a factor, because that's going to basically limit your search or expand it. And another thing that I would do is make a list of things that are important to you. So if you want, say, a one-story house, if you want a 2-story house, if you like basements. I personally hate basements. I am terrified of basements. So I made sure that my house doesn't have a basement, or it's got a basement where it doesn't really look like a basement, because I really don't like those older basements. So something like that. Or if you want something that has a large yard, or say you have a lot of cars and you want really big parking, you want to make sure that you let your agent know. Now, I would also make a list of things that are maybe not so important, such as the color of the house, if it's wood floors, or maybe if the kind of siding that it has. And now, I know you might say, well, maybe that is actually important to me, Nayeli. I do want wood floors, and that's a deal breaker. Well, I just want to be realistic in the fact that you're probably not going to find what you want right away, especially right now because we are in a tight market. So you want to compromise with yourself. Maybe the house that you're looking for has wood floors, but there's one available that has vinyl floors. What you want to do is maybe do the math and see how much it would cost for you to actually get that replaced, because you don't want to lose out on an opportunity to buy a really good home because you didn't like the flooring. Or for example, when I bought my house, I actually hate the countertop in the kitchen. It is not cute, and it's just not cute at all. It doesn't match anything in here. But I was like, okay, you know, and actually it was painted like dark green. Okay, so I had to look past the dark green kitchen and picture what I wanted in there. So as soon as I moved in, I painted it. I spruced up the cabinets because they actually were just like blah. So I added hardware to them and I painted them. And now it looks like what I want it to look like. And eventually I will invest in putting a new countertop once I have the opportunity. And obviously, you know, this is something that, you know, if I had said, oh, you know what, oh, I don't like that countertop, and then I had skipped out on the opportunity of buying this house, I might have not found the house that I wanted in that year. And like I said before, the inventory is pretty tight right now as of today, May 2020. There is not a lot of inventory, so there are more buyers than sellers. So you're either gonna have to wait until something comes on the market that is something that you like, or you can compromise with yourself and with your significant other and find out what is it that you guys actually want. Another tip that I have for you guys is that if you are looking in an area that you don't really know, what I would recommend is driving by maybe at night or on a time where you didn't see the house, because the noises in that area are going to be a little bit different when people are at home as opposed to when people are all at work. You also want to look on a map and make sure that you look to see how far the train tracks are, if any, because you're going to be able to hear that. And if you're a light sleeper, that's going to be a problem. What I would also recommend is if being near a highway is important to you, you also look at the distance to getting to the highway. Keep in mind that you're going to be living in this house for a little while. Most people stay in their house roughly about 10 years. So think about it. Will I be comfortable in this house for the next 10 years? And if you can answer yes to that, then you should go ahead and make an offer. Which brings me to step number 4, which is making an offer on your house. So today, May 26, 2020, we are kind of in a tight market because we don't have a lot of inventory. So for most decent priced houses, you are going to face some competition. So you want to make sure that you're working with your realtor to make sure that you put in a good offer. You don't want to go too low because you face the possibility of them not even looking at your offer. And if you really can't live without this house and you don't mind paying a little bit extra, you might even consider adding some money to your bid from what they're asking for to make sure that you can buy this house. Once you put the offer in, the agent will contact the listing agent and they will let you know whether they have countered, meaning that they gave you another price. Say you asked for 160 and they said, you know what, we'll do 150, or they're countering, they're trying to have a conversation with you. What they might also do is they might just say no and not even talk to you at all. Another thing that you might encounter is they'll actually say, you know what, we already have a lot of bids, so in order for you to actually win this house, you're gonna have to do a lot better than that. So and that's really nice if they actually do that for you. If they're trying to do a quick close, they might not. They might say, you know what, we already accepted an offer and you're gonna have to just deal with that. So just make sure that you already have a price in your mind of what you're willing to pay for that house. And you also have a price in your mind where if you missed the house or you didn't get the house, if you would be okay with not having put up that price, basically. So just something to think about. But this completes my steps 3 and 4 of buying a house. If you guys have any questions, please call me, message me, Instagram me, Facebook me, email me, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Thank you.